You know, I've never been a fan of Jay Leno's, and I did take Conan O'Brien's side during their recent struggle over control of The Tonight Show and the universe, but whatever little respect I had left for Leno went down the drain at the sight of Sarah Palin on his show, his second night back, doing stand-up. But, you know, there she was on The Tonight Show doing her plain folks versus city slickers bit. Everyone from Washington or New York is just bad, and everyone who has to go out to get their mail at the roadside is good. And I thought to myself, how can Leno do this? I mean, he worked his way up in the comedy clubs. He knows how hard these guys have to work to ever get to a spot in their career where they have even a hope of appearing on The Tonight Show and doing their act. And what do you think the chances are that she actually wrote one of those jokes? But he's back up against Letterman now, and he will do anything, and I mean anything, to get back to being number one. And if that means having Sarah Palin on doing stand-up, that's okay. And if he could have worked it out, he would have had Dick Cheney on the show having a heart attack. Now, on the same night that the former governor of Alaska was on The Tonight Show doing her shtick, the former governor of Illinois, Rod Blagojevich, you remember him, the guy who's under indictment for trying to sell Obama's Senate seat? Well, he was appearing on the campus of Northwestern University, where he had been invited by the Democratic students to speak on the subject of ethics. Yes, he was actually invited by the students of Northwestern to lecture them on ethics. And while all of his jokes fell flat on the crowd, he nevertheless had them rolling in the aisles. And so that got me to thinking, we have all these former governors out there who just can't give up the limelight. Sarah Palin and Rod Blagojevich and Elliot Spitzer in New York. And hey, we could throw in Dick Cheney and John Edwards too and give them their own show on NBC during prime time. They have all this open space that they're trying to fill up from Jay Leno's failed show. I mean, this could be the best show ever. You call it Political Survivor. You drop them all off on an island somewhere, and at the end of the season, only one of them is left alive. And then you do like they do on Lost and make the island disappear forever. It'd be the greatest season finale of all time. And if the ratings were high enough, don't think for a minute you would have any trouble finding politicians to be on it the second season.